Hola estudiantes, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Bien. So, I wanted to share with you some ideas, some things here, suggestions too. But first, I wanted to mention about LTK. Some of you are having problems with that. Why? Because you're not completing all the components that we need to. We have to complete 2 components in every chapter. So if you go to the calendar and at the top under the word that it says calendar, you click there, you will see something that says all courses. You select all courses and then you will be able to see LTK activities and workbook activities. Okay, 2 components. Okay, so that's that. And then I wanted to give you some ideas about how to study, how to prepare for the class, and specifically for the quizzes at the end of the week. And the majority of you are submitting the quizzes at the end of the week, which I think is excellent. It's the best option. Okay, now keep in mind that every Tuesday the new material for that specific week is going to be released. So my suggestion is the same day that is released, Tuesday, take notes, make a list of some vocabulary and start memorizing. Okay, and then open the book, open the textbook to study the structure. Study the structure and then try to do the activities without any help. Okay, once it's done, you open the all the notes that you have, and then you try to correct yourself, try to understand what you are doing, go back, read, and so on. Okay, then go to LTK and try the activities without the help of the book. Okay, in this way you're trying to force yourself to recall information. To learn a second language is important to recall information. Okay, so make sure that you find the best way for you to memorize and to learn these new structures. Okay, bien. Now, if you keep using, for example, Google Translate or any other kind of help, you are not learning actually in a very effective way, and then you're not going to be able to produce the vocabulary and produce the structure that we need to produce in the class. Okay, so my suggestion is again to stop using that and try to work with the material on Tuesdays. Okay, bien. Another detail, it's impossible for me to evaluate how well you are digesting the information if you keep using structures and vocabulary that is not part of the course. Okay, so for example, avoid using me gusta. We will learn that. We will talk about me gusta, but not now. Now we need to practice other structure. If we need to express our opinions, I'm going to evaluate how well you are expressing your opinion. If I'm giving you some vocabulary to describe, for example, the football match, the rap music, I want you to use that specific vocabulary, not something else. Do not go to the dictionary. Do not go to the internet to get a fancy word, okay? Because I'm not going to get impressed, okay? I need to see that you are learning the material that is in the book. Okay, and if I see that, you will get your points. Okay, bien. So that's that. And what else? About the agreement between noun and adjective. Remember, in Spanish, everything, those nouns are going to be either femenino or masculino. Okay, how do you know? Well, usually the article in front of the noun will tell you the gender. Another way to find out is the ending of the word, the last letter of the word. Okay, bien. So if we have a word that is ending with a, usually is feminine, and if it's ending with o, is masculine. But there are exceptions. Okay, for example, photo. But when we say photo, we say la foto. So the article is telling you that photo is an exception. And actually, it's not an exception if we think about it, because photo is the short way of fotografía, and it's ending with a. Anyway, a ver, let's say la comida china. If I'm describing la comida china, I need to use an adjective that is femenino. Okay, for example, fantástica. ¿Verdad? La comida china es fantástica. ¿Sí? If I'm describing la clase de matemáticas, I can say, para mí, la clase de matemática es aburrida. It has to be femenino. Okay. Now, if I'm talking about something that is femenino, masculino, but is in the plural form, then I have to keep also attention. I have to keep attention to the verb. Okay, for example, in this case, I have lápices. Los lápices son fantásticos. Los lápices son fantásticos. Okay. Los libros, for example, I have some books here. Actually, right here. No, this one. Los libros, ¿verdad? Los libros son aburridos, ¿verdad? Los libros son aburridos. Son because it's plural. Es because it's singular. Okay? So pay attention also to the agreement between sujeto and verbo. Okay? Bien, jóvenes. Last thing is every single week when the information for that week is released, you will find a video explaining the grammar or explaining details about the material. Okay, open them, listen to my explanations, okay, and memorize the material. Okay, and after that, try to do the activities without any Google translation or any kind of help. Okay, then I see you, and if you have any question, please email me. Ciao.